Ron White with Pick Me, not from a stand-up routine, actually, from a interview he did with, looked like on the Jay Leno show, doing a little bit of a stand-up from the seat. It is 4:35 at Newstalk ZB. Marie, hello.
Hi, I really used to enjoy Steptoe and Son.
Did you?
I watched it one time, and like you've got the father.
77747, MalaysiaAirlines.com.
Newstalk ZB have some breaking news out of the South Island for you, being informed by you guys. We try to bring it to you first here. Brian, can you tell us what's going on?
Oh, I live at just outside Greymouth, and we've just had a real bad earthquake here.
Tell me what you felt. If you're used to earthquakes, what the kind of size you're talking about? What's been happening?
Oh, well, I don't know. It was just a real bad shake, a real bad one. That's all I can tell you. I'm just lying in bed here looking at the light. She's still swinging.
Any indication on how long it shook for?
Oh, about probably 15 seconds, I suppose, or more.
Right, and where are you, Brian? You're just outside Greymouth, did you say?
At Ranunga, yeah.
All right, mate. Hey, listen, thanks. All the best. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Appreciate your call. If you've got some news on the earthquake, we want to hear from you. Phone line's lit up, so we know it's a big one. How far north, how far south, where are you? What did it feel like? Let us know what's happening in the South Island there. Hello? Phil, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm from 10 k's out of Greymouth on the way to Reefton. There was about 15 seconds. I thought it was a cat jumping on my bed for start off. Then it went quiet, and then she took off again for about 15 seconds. Reminded me of the old mine bumps we used to get years ago.
So more of a shake and a shudder than a roll?
Yeah, it was a shake, you know. It wasn't a sharp one. It was a nice rolling one. You just go back before the... And we used to get mine bumps and Dobson years ago when I first came here. I used to bump the plates off the table.
Right, it felt a bit like that, like a bang as opposed to a roll.
Yeah. All
right, thanks, Phil. We appreciate your call. We ask these questions because the different feeling with the earthquakes often, not that I know, but from reports that I've heard, often mean, what's going to happen with them. And so we're being told that in the Greymouth area, big earthquake, that's more of a... If you've got some more information, then give us a call. We want to know. There's 15 seconds in a gap and another 15 seconds. Is that what you felt? How far north of Greymouth are you? How far south of Greymouth did you feel it? We want all the information to let everyone else know what's going on. Jeannie, hello.
Hello. I'm in Rangiora, and it's the worst earthquake I've ever felt.
So you're over the other side?
Yeah, over north of Christchurch.
Right.
Yeah.
What did you feel?
Oh, I was lying in bed, and I couldn't believe it. It was like a train coming, and it was just... Oh, I couldn't believe it.
So we know it's been felt on both sides of the island?
Yeah, it was really... I wondered when it was going to stop. It was just like a train rolling towards me.
Did it feel like a jolt, a roll? What kind of earthquake would you say?
Oh, it was just like a rumble, and the bed was shaking. Everything was shaking. I couldn't see anything because the light was out. But, oh no, it was scary.
Was it enough to get you out of bed and get you under the doorway? Or did you just ride it out in bed?
No, I just lay in bed and I just didn't move. I couldn't believe it. I just wondered when it was going to stop. It sort of stopped a wee bit and then it rolled again.
So similar to what the last caller said, a 15-second, then a gap, then another rumble.
Yeah, it seemed an awful long time because it was scary.
Now, you've said it's the worst one you have personally felt. How many earthquakes have you had in Rangiora that are you talking out of 20 or 30?
I've felt, I've felt little ones, but this was really scary. I was lying in bed and it was just like something was going to rumble into the house. It was noisy. So you could hear it as well as feel it? Yeah. Hey, Jeannie, thanks for your call. Okay. Appreciate it. Stay safe. Now, there is the GeoNet service normally takes 20 minutes or so to update. I'm refreshing it every couple of minutes now to tell us exactly where it is, how big it was, how deep it was. But we do want to hear your calls. We want to know where you are and if you felt it, how far north, how far south. If you are someone who has experienced a lot of earthquakes, is it a particularly bad one? Because generally, if you're someone who has experienced a lot of earthquakes, you'll know straight away. So we want to hear from you, not only because we want to make sure everyone's okay and that there's no major damage, but to tell other people around New Zealand what's happening in your neck of the woods. Give us a call if you felt it. Where are you?
What's going on? What have you experienced? Numbers 0800 80 1080. Renee, hello.
Hi, I'm in Dunedin.
Okay.
And, yep, we got the same as, must be what Christchurch got then. And probably not as much as Greymouth is reporting. But it was, creaking the whole house and, sort of felt twisting a bit. But
You said it shook the whole house?
yeah, it was shaking. And the lights were swinging and the crystals are swinging and...
Newstalk ZB, it is 4:49. Numbers 0800 80 1080. Text is 9292. Let me just check the GeoNet website very quickly. They have to get in, they get the measurements, they work it all out, and then they post it. It hasn't been posted quite yet, but the newsroom's obviously already onto it. We will update you as quick as we can. Neville, hello.
Hey, how are we going?
You good?
Yeah, we're in Ashburton. I felt it too. It was about 4:25. It's probably one of the worst ones I've struck or felt.
Tell me, I mean, this is a silly question, Neville, and I don't mean to be flippant, but what is your experience with earthquakes?
Yeah, about 20 years ago, we had one in Ashburton, and I was sitting in sort of one end of the house, and you see it sort of rolling. I was in bed this time, so I sort of couldn't see what was going on, but it felt like a train rolling right beside your house.
So you're using the word rolling as well. Rolling often are quite serious ones. You're comfortable with that word without knowing exactly what's happened yet?
Yeah. There's couple of things have come off the shelves.
Right. So damage to property, but
oh no, I wouldn't say damage, but there's just one or two things come off, shelves or cupboards, ornaments.
Right.
But yeah, and then just while I was waiting, about 20 to 5, there was another one, just a very slight roll again. So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. So Ashburton, obviously, you're on the way down to Dunedin, so that's that line down the east coast of the South Island.
South Island.
All right. Hey, look, thank you, Neville.
Okay.
Appreciate your call. Newstalk ZB. We are getting. Oh, look, here we go. Another email just come in from Karen and Nelson. Hi, woke me up in Nelson, which is why I turned the radio on. Thought it was the cat, then I realised it was an earthquake. Must be big to be felt around the South Island. Went on for some 30 seconds. So now we've got Nelson to Dunedin and across the Greymouth. So right down the east coast and across the Greymouth being felt as well. Gosh, very big.
From Wellington.
That was a Newstalk ZB Extra.
All right, Newstalk ZB, the news has just come in. Tsunami bulletin number 001's Pacific Tsunami Warning Centre. This bulletin applies to areas within the bordering Pacific Ocean and adjacent seas except Alaska, British Columbia, Washington, Oregon and California. Tsunami Information Bulletin. This bulletin is for information only. This bulletin is issued as advice to government agencies. Only national and local government agencies have the authority to make decisions regarding the official state of an alert in the area and any actions to be taken in response. An earthquake has occurred with these preliminary parameters. South Island of New Zealand, we've got the coordinates here, but because it's from overseas, we don't have the exact location as in where in New Zealand. But South Island of New Zealand, 66 kilometres deep, magnitude 7.4. 7.4. No destructive widespread tsunami threats exist based on historical earthquake and tsunami data. However, earthquakes of this size sometimes generate local tsunamis that can be destructive along coasts located within 100 kilometres of the earthquake epicentre. Authorities in the region of the epicentre should be aware of this and possibility and take appropriate action. Now, I have to say, we'll check with the newsroom again. We're not issuing a tsunami warning. This has just come directly off the Tsunami Information IOC UNESCO information. 7.4, 66 kilometres deep. I have the coordinates here, but obviously I don't know where that locates to, where within the South Island it is. 7.4 though, very big quake, 66 kilometres deep. It's 4:55 Newstalk ZB.
Live from the Newstalk ZB News Centre, this is Newstalk ZB.
First for breaking news.
In the news this hour, a substantial earthquake has been felt across parts of the lower North Island and much of the South Island.
Just a real bad shake, a real bad one. Then still I can tell you, I'm just lying in bed here looking at the light, she's still swinging.
Brian was in bed in Greymouth when he felt the tremor just after 4:30. Jenny also felt the shake in Christchurch.
I've felt little ones, but this was really scary. I was lying in bed and it was just, was just like something was going to rumble into the house. It was noisy.
We're also getting reports of the quake being felt in Dunedin. Newstalk ZB staff in Wellington also felt it. First reports suggest the quake was around magnitude 7 on the Richter scale. A coroner has found the action